Hello, my YouTube family. I hope everyone is doing well. Hudson Valley weather today. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see it through the window, but it's been raining kitty cats and puppies all day long. Lots of thunder in the sky going on. Hopefully the power is going to stay on because it is humid. Alrighty, it is the brand new week. Well, usually I do this on a Monday, but that didn't happen. So today is Tuesday. It's still the beginning of a brand new week, and that means brand new finds at the Dollar Tree. Every single item in this video, not one item is over $1.50, which is great, $1.02. And every single item in this video came from one store. This store is located in Hyde Park, New York. It is over by I always get it confused. I think it's a Stop and Shop. There's an Ulster Savings, an Advanced Auto, and then there's a couple other shops in there, a Dunkin Donuts. Lots of good finds at this store. This store is kind of like a smaller size store, but they never really disappoint when I get myself over on that side. Alrighty, it's time for some me time. Came in just a little while ago. Here's a hot mess here. I said, that's it. Got myself cleaned up. Threw on one of my big shirts here from Dollar Tree. Love these shirts. Just for hanging around the house or working up in the shop or doing lawn or whatever. They're just super convenient. They're cotton, so they work really well. All right, let's get into this Dollar Tree haul together. I'm just going to start off with one item from like the party section. I actually got two of them. And Miss Margot, if you're watching, my love, oh my goodness. These new bags, it could be for a birthday party. It could be for any kind of party or just because. But what caught my eye were the balloon doggies. Oh my gosh. I have not seen a cool looking bag with balloon doggies for a long time. Plus you got rainbows and you have watermelon and you have presents and balloons. So you got all that and a bag of chips. So I got a couple to stick to the side because you always need an extra birthday gift, or like I said, that one doesn't specifically say happy birthday, so it could be used for any type of gifting. All right, that's it for party section. I do have just a couple of things I want to share with you. Well, I did pick up a couple cards. I tend to get these at Dollar Tree, and I totally lied to you. No, I did not, because these come in at $1.25. I had to think for a minute if I told you everything was the same price. These are coming in at $1.25, which is still an awesome buy considering it's a Hallmark card. I love Hallmark. I love to go into the Hallmarks during the holiday time, especially Christmas, even when I was a kid. There was a Hallmark store when I was a kid growing up back home in Chicago, and it was called Beth's Hallmark. And I always said it was mine. I knew that place from top to bottom. I got my first set of Rodney and Rhonda reindeers from Hallmark. Do you guys all remember them? Oh my gosh. All right, so going back to the cards. For $1.25, when you go to Hallmark, you'd probably spend $3 for this. I purposely got ones that are empty inside. I love my donuts, but they're empty inside, and I like them that way because I can write whatever I want. I could write get well in there. I could write happy birthday in there. Sometimes you just want, you know, a fun card where you can just write what you want to write. All right, over where you get, and I've only got a couple things here, where you get your school supplies right now. I think these are so freaking cool. I wish I had these when I went on my trip because we would have totally used them. These are called sketch pads. They're made by Jot. You're going to get 51 sheets in here, and they're 5x7, but this isn't your ordinary sketch pad. So it says 201 drawing prompts. It intrigued me, so I was checking that out in the store, and basically it is a book that has all blank pages except for something nautical. Draw something nautical. I actually got one for myself and one for the boyfriend. So I'm thinking, like, you know, the next time maybe we've got some free time and we're sitting or whatever, you know, he can draw something nautical, I can draw something nautical, and we'll compare what we got. Anyways, I think it's cool. So as you go through the book, here's some things like they want you to draw something from the garden, a captain's hat, and as you go through it, there's just so many, like here, something that glows in the dark, a stack of pancakes, a potted plant, candle wax drip, a bowl of fruit, a glass bottle, scattered coins, a hanging picture frame. I'm just flipping through. A torn edge of paper, driftwood, I just thought they would be fun. I found them in these 2 different colors. They're the exact same book, but the colors were different. So I'll probably take this one and give this one to him. I just thought they would be kind of fun to see what our pictures look like. I probably think he's a better drawer than I am, but I'm a much better singer and dancer. He won't say that, but I am. All right. Oh my gosh. I got 2 of these too. I'm so bad. These are made by Jot. The stickers come off on the back. That's a big deal for me. It is. There are 60 sheets in here. You get a 5x7 when I measure it. Life is sweet. And when you think life is sweet, I think of donuts. But oh my goodness, look at this. They say it's a notebook. It could be a journal. It could be whatever you want it to be. It's got a lot of pliability to it, so it's not one of those hard, stiff ones. But what I loved was on the inside, it's got like a pink lining, and then all the pages have sprinkles or donuts on them, and I just thought it was so fun. I grabbed it right away. In fact, I did. I grabbed 2. I'm not going to lie. I grabbed 2 because these are definitely going to get put to use. All right. Out of that section. I'm sorry. I got like a fuzz ball or something in my eye. I was brushing Mia or combing Mia, and I think I got a little fuzzer going on. All right. Sweets and treats. The only thing that I have to share with you is, I don't know, I'm on a Twix kick. I don't know what it is. I get on these kicks, and it's like I overload myself until I'm like ready to, okay, that's enough, and then I move on to something else. The Twix bars. So I got myself a package of these. All right. I did get myself 2 packages of these. But they're small. You know, you only get 5 in here now. I remember back in the day, like shopping at Kmart. I love Kmart in Chicago. Oh my God, Kmart was my favorite place to go shopping. But remember back in the day when you would get, there was 10 in a pack. You get 10 Reese's peanut butter cups for $1, mind you. I guess those days are probably over now. All right, one item in the food department. I got such a giggle because I can't wait to make these. It's alphabet noodles. You get a whole pound here, and it's the ABCs. So you get alphabet noodles, you see them there? So when you heat them up, they turn into all the letters. Nothing like a big homemade bowl of chicken soup with all kinds of letters in there. Love it, love it, love it. So I haven't seen these at Dollar Tree before, so I grabbed myself a bag of those. All right, just gonna take a little sip of my hot cocoa. Yes, I'm drinking hot cocoa in the end of July with my mug that Miss Robin sent me. Oh my goodness, Miss Robin included this in some of my birthday package mail, and I'm loving it, Robin. This I have to definitely use 2 packs of cocoa, which is totally cool. It's just more for me to drink. All right, let's move on to beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Not makeup and beauty, just beauty. Power Stick Brazilian Mist, a 5-ounce bar of the moisturizing soap. Have you guys seen these yet? Well, they got a little sniff hole right here. And I gotta tell you, you don't really have to open it, but I wanna show you what it looks like, this soap. There it is, right there. A la natural. It smells so good. Like, you could take just this bar of soap, slip it in one of those little mesh bags you can get at Dollar Tree, like 3 in a package or something. Stick it in there, stick it in a drawer, stick it in a cabinet, stick it, you know, wherever you need to stick it. Oh, it smells good. I've also seen people do these where they'll take the wax, shave it down, and melt it. And then you get the scent through your house. All right, so this was new to me, Brazilian Mist. And then they also had Vanilla Dream. I'm telling you, I should have got myself a couple more of these because they smell really, really good. And I'm real pissy about my soaps. All right, also in beauty, I did find a couple more colors, my favorite colors, of these new Basic Beauty spray bottles. So I found myself the one in black, and there's basically your trigger. They're so fancy. It's like when you go to a salon and they have all those fancy bottles. So I got myself this one. Now the light's switching in the room here. And then I found myself the lavender one. So I got myself the black and the lavender. Also came across one of these, which I think is really cool. And this is by Oasis Home. It's actually a vanity organizer. So to tell you the truth, you could probably put, oh yeah, I'm just going to take the, it looks like this. I'm just going to take the paper off. Because the first thing that I thought of right away, besides Q-tips, we have a little container with toothpicks because the boyfriend's always with his toothpicks. I thought, why can I not, a little bamboo top, load that up with toothpicks, load it up with toothpicks, and then he can just grab them at his will. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think toothpicks will work. I have to give it a try, but Q-tips would definitely work. I just thought it was cool, so I grabbed it. I did find these in the aisle where you get your toothbrushes and stuff. This is by Luminant, and you get 3 in a package, and these are called unicorn toothbrushes. I had to grab these. So you've got blue, pink, and purple, and then the actual toothbrushes are like rainbow, so that's why they've got unicorn. So I picked up a package of those, and then these ones here just say textured by the same company. Loving all the fancy kind of fun colors, and those are right there, and these are both in soft. This was well, I haven't seen this at Dollar Tree for a long time, and this is the Vaseline, regular Vaseline, and this is the cocoa butter one. It's the 1.69 ounce, so I grabbed myself one of those, and that was in the trial section. I travel. If you travel or you just like smaller things, Dollar Tree seems to be, in my opinion, out here in New York anyways, it seems like they're expanding that section. So maybe something just to focus on. All right, this I thought was a phenomenal buy, and I bought 3 boxes. Here we go. I think this stuff goes for almost $30 a box. Please don't quote me on that. I'll have to Google it. I think Target sells this for, it's up there. Anyways, Sambuco Black Elderberry, day and night. You're going to get 24 capsules in total, 18 for day, 6 for night. This is the actual brand name. This is not a knockoff. Don't know where that's coming from. It is made in Australia. Maybe that's where that came from. So I'm stocking up here in my home. What is the expiration date? I looked at it, but then April of 2027. I'm going to bring it in right there. I'm not sure if you can all see it, but there it is. So it's not like it's going away anytime soon. You know, like it's expiring in a month. That's going to stay much longer. And sometimes I believe things stay past the expiration date within reason. All right. I showed you guys, I actually opened one of these up on a video about 3 or 4 days ago. I grabbed 2 more because I love these. I didn't do a review on these yet, but I did do a review on the pop-up sponge. It rocks for a sponge. I know I'm going on about it, but it is so cool. I highly recommend them, and now they've got like all fall ones. They're super cool. All right, so I did get myself 2 more packs of the purple and lavender of these sponges. If you guys want a review of these, please hit me up down below and let me know. And if enough of you want to see it, I'll definitely do a review just like I did the sponge in the bathroom. I did pick up some of the clear and some of the pink of the Ioni glue. My daughter uses this glue on her nails, so I grabbed those for her. Okay, so fall is out. There's some Christmas out too. I personally like to shop a little bit early because I have 101 purple totes upstairs, and I have one for every holiday. And what I do is, if I can afford it at the time that I see something that comes out, even if it's a little bit early, like we're only in the end of July, not even the very end, but we're in July. We still got 2 weeks of July, and I don't want to push any holiday. But if I see something, I'm going to grab it because I would rather get it, put it in one of my purple totes with the receipt so I have it, and I'm not scrambling for it because usually this stuff is gone. You figure if they're putting out the end of July, we're not going to be into October for quite a while yet, you know. Just my 2 cents. So I do have some fall items that are all the same price, but I just kept them for the end of the video because if it's not something you're interested in, you can click out if you need to, by all means. No disrespect taken if you don't want to see it and it's too early, but I just wanted to let y'all know, okay? So these are going to be some of the new items that weren't out last year, from what I understand, going into like fall, Halloween-y, and that theme. These pumpkins are hysterical. They've got some weight to them, and I did purchase the whole set. If you measure from the top of the stem to the bottom, it's about 5 inches. But I saw that face and it kind of reminded me of somebody. Anyways, I got this one right here. They also had this face who reminded me of someone else right here. And they're all coming in at about 5 inches. I'll give you a 360 all the way around. There you go. So if you like to decorate for Halloween time, they also had this dude here. Very, very sad, but look at his eyes. Comical. And last but not least, and there was 4 in the set because the display that they had up had 4 in there. There's that face right there. I thought they were just kind of different, you know. It's not your average kind of pumpkins. Okay, I did find some of the soaps. These were on my wish list. These are coming in at 12 fluid ounces. This one is coconut lime scented, but let me just move the tag around. I wanted to get the Ghost. The Ghost this year, if you notice, it's kind of like a pearl, iridescent kind of white. Last year it was like whitey white and it didn't look that great. So this year I'm loving the fact that it's got that opalescent. Again, that scent is coconut lime. So they have the Ghost. I also grabbed the 3 stack of pumpkins, and this one is pumpkin spice sage, and it looks just like that. And if you don't really like the smells, but you like the container, dump out the soap. I mean, if you think about it, you would spend that much just for a container, right? Just something to think about. They also had, and I think this one is so cute, and I'm not a big Frankenstein, but this one's real. They nailed this one. This one is really cute. They did a great job. And the scent on this one is sweet cherry scented. So yeah, these are coming in at 12 fluid ounces each. There are some other soaps on my wish list, but I have not found them yet. Alrighty, I did grab myself one of these purple ghosts here that has enough room to like put a tea light in there if you don't want to put a regular tea light in there, because this is glass. You could just do one of the electric battery ones. I'll tell you guys a little something that I do. It's probably going to sound really crazy, but when I have things like this that have these little metal hangers, I don't like to take the metal hanger off because I think the metal hanger makes the glass jar. I don't like it behind, and I don't like it when it lays in the front. I know I'm wacky, right? So what I do is I get my hot glue gun and I stick it up like this, and then I just put a little dot of hot glue on each end, so then it just stays up. And then what I usually do is tie a little ribbon of some sort and let it drape down. That's just me. I know I'm crazy like that. All right, these little guys are kind of, I got them for the kids because I think they're funny. So they're calling them standing ghost. But to me, that's no ghost. That looks like a puppy dog. And it's got little fuzzies on it. So there it is. There's the face. And then he's got these little foots. Look at his little feet. And it's so funny because when you flip the sheet up, it's basically an egg with some legs and some feet. So this may not be something you desire. However, if you're a crafter, you like to remake things, these little feet would be perfect for all kinds of other products. And I bet you couldn't get those little feet for the entire cost of this at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Just my 2 cents. They also had this orange one that looks like that with little orange sneakers. And last but not least, my favorite is this girly girl here with her pink bow and her pink shoes. There she is. How cute. Wonder what she's got under there. Oh my. Her egg seems to be a bit higher. Look at those long legs. My goodness. Alrighty, so those guys are kind of fun and cute. Now, these things caught my attention big time. Alright, so when I was little growing up, long ago, my godmother, who only lived 2 doors down, by the way, always, right around Thanksgiving time, she would sneak over or come over when I wasn't home and would always put a advent calendar down on the table for me. Always with a candy cane. It was just something she did forever. So, of course, when I became a mom and a grandma, kids have chocolate advent calendars. This is kind of cool. This isn't chocolate, but it's a sticker countdown to Halloween. I thought it was kind of cool. They came in 2 different patterns from what I see. Let me just back up a little bit. So I'll show you the first one. And it looks like this. And then here's the back, I think. I don't think there's 2 in here. I'm not sure. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm kind of digging this one here. So we're going to open this up. And we're going to see it together. Because it looks like fun. And you know what? Even if you don't end up wanting to do the calendar, use the stickers, right? All right, let me see what we got going on. All right, so it opens up. Oh my gosh. How cute. All right, so let me just back up a little bit. Here it is itself. And now I'm going to open this baby up. That is so freaking cool. All right, so here's the whole thing right there. I don't know if you guys can see, but all the doors are numbered. And then what you do is you put this together. So I want to see, we're just going to cheat a little, all right? I don't see number 1 though. Oh, I do now. Okay, my bad. I'm just going to open one down here because this thing is kind of hard to hold and film. So we're just going to go to number 24. So basically what you do is you peel it off. And then you have a sticker behind. And I'm really curious how easy the sticker is going to come off. Is it going to be one of those pain in the butts? Let's see. Oh, okay. It looks like the sticker is on another piece of paper that you pop through. That wouldn't be. That's stupid. Oh, I see. Okay, so basically, sorry, I was trying to figure it out myself. So this has like a perforation in it. You can take this whole piece off and then the sticker peels off. Or you just kind of lift it up from over here and it peels off. So I think what happens is when you peel that off and there's a blank square, I'm thinking that's when you start seeing things down here. Would that make sense? I don't know. We're going to figure it out now. Hold on. Not that I want to waste time. I don't think I'm ever wasting time, but I kind of want to see. All right, so there's the sticker that just came out. So it does have a perforation on here. It's a pretty decent sticker in my opinion. Yeah, it's not one of those, you know. So there's your sticker. And then, so you open the doors after you tear your sticker out. So I left some of the sticker in there. And then you would see, you guys get it, right? I know you get it, right? I know you guys get it. All right, moving on. This caught my attention too. This is a 2-pack. It's called a thankful tree. I was like, oh my gosh, how cute is this? So here's the outside of it. Here's what you're gonna get. 4 tree panels, 32 leaves, 64 stickers. Totally cool. Let's open this up together because there are so many things that can be done with this baby. All right, so they're giving you all these little foamy sticky stickers. They're giving you the trees. There's your trees. You're going to get 4 of your trees, so you can do a couple of different things. You do the thing to put them together or leave them just the way they are. And then they give you all, whoops, one just fell out. Whoops, another one just fell out. All right, well, they're giving you all these leaves. Another one just fell out. They're giving you all these leaves. So we got a couple things going on here. I'm just going to pop out a couple more. In my opinion, let me just pop out 3. Hold on. No, let me get a red one. All right, we'll get another yellow one. Okay. Besides its intended purpose, obviously you could get a little Sharpie, a thin line Sharpie, and put people's names on here. Or, I'm loving my corkboard stuff, right? I'm always on about my corkboard. How about just taking these, adding your leaves wherever you feel like it, so on, so forth, through the tree. Put it on your corkboard. Or don't use the tree at all. Use this for table scatter. Use it on a corkboard. The possibilities are endless. So when I'm looking at that kind of stuff, that's all the stuff that's going through my brain. That's probably why I'm in the store for quite a long time. All right, a couple more things I want to share with you fall related. These are Harvest bingo cards. Oh my goodness. All about the farmer, the cow, hot cocoa, teddy bears, tractors, apples, orchards, squirrels, ducks, doggies. Too cute, right? I thought we could get into a game of that. I found these Halloween LED night lights. Now, we have 3 different versions that I found. They do come with an on-off switch. You have the opportunity to turn it on or turn it off when it's plugged in. They had this pumpkin with the witch's hat. And there's your on-off switch. They had this skeleton face. I really wish they would have done it in white, but obviously if they had done it in white, you wouldn't have really seen it. So I kind of get it. This one is my absolute favorite, and this is a ghost that says boo, but they did the ghost in white. So yeah, they should have done the skull in white. All right, I'll go back to my original complaint. I thought these were so pretty. I got 2. If you're into scrapbooking, just putting together packages maybe, I love stickers. I use stickers for everything. Gem stickers can sometimes get expensive. Now this is an 18 count pack of gem stickers, and these are just, oh, one of my stickers came loose. What is going on? Let me grab my other pack, my backup pack. These are so pretty for a random amount of different things, but here's what they look like. Let me bring them in close and get the glare off, because I know my lighting in here has changed a little. Aren't those just too cute? You know, they're not small, they're not big, they're not medium even. They're kind of like a jump up above small, and they're just so fun. I thought they were adorable. I didn't see any other designs or patterns going on, so those were the only ones I found. Last thing I'm going to share with all of you was this. Now, as far as information on here, there ain't none. It is a Halloween mold. So it's kind of cool because you've got, there's a great shot. Pumpkins, skulls, bats, spiders, headstones. My concern is, okay, so it's a mold. What type of mold? Are we just playing with Play-Doh here? But I'm going to try some chocolate. A very low, almost ready to start set chocolate. Just to see, because the details on the inside of these molds are pretty detailed. Did that make sense? The details on the inside of the mold. I mean, it looks like they would come out really like good. I'm not sure if I would try a milk chocolate with maybe an orange mixed in. I'm not sure. Either or. I'm not recommending it. It doesn't have any information about it. I don't know. You could maybe put it in the freezer if you wanted to. Anyways, I'm going to give it a try. I didn't see any other ones. We'll see what happens. What's the worst that's going to happen? I'm going to melt it and then it's going to go in the garbage. I don't want that to happen, but if it did, it did. Last thing I'm going to share with all of you. I actually said that was the last thing. I lied. This little girl is so cute. I'm thinking ghosts are going to be back in again. Isn't she adorable? She's got a little bit of shake going on. Just a little bit of shake, shake, shake. Super cute. She is plain on the backside. They had a couple other designs, but this was the only one that I liked because I like my pink ghosts. All right, everybody. I thought Miss Mia might have joined us, but evidently she is still enjoying her nap with Daddy. Until next time. I so enjoyed this me time. I got a little bit of hot cocoa left. Tonight, I think we're going to do probably a steak on the grill. Maybe some mashed potatoes. No, maybe baked potatoes would be better. Not sure what's going to roll with it. What would you put with your steak and baked potato? Let me know down below. All right, everybody. Until next time, a big hug from me to all of you. Thank you so much for watching and your support. Bye for now.